Hello and welcome to this Pearson Primary Geography Unit briefing. In this video, I'll be taking you through our unit on water and weather. The national curriculum states that pupils should be taught about physical geography, including climate zones, biomes and vegetation belts, rivers, mountains, volcanoes and earthquakes, and the water cycle. In this unit, pupils will focus on the water cycle, as well as weather in different climate zones, with a focus on weather in the UK. So, let's take a closer look at the work booklet that pupils will complete as they move through this unit. The booklet begins with a knowledge organiser. Some knowledge is much more clearly communicated with images and diagrams than words, and the water cycle is a good example of this. A number of graphics set out the big concepts of this unit in the knowledge organiser, but there's also a list of key vocabulary which pupils will encounter throughout the unit. Each of the 6 lessons is framed around an inquiry question. It may be helpful to share this question at the beginning of the lessons to frame the learning, as well as ending the lesson by having pupils jot their key reflections in the learning review column here. Now, let's take a closer look at each of these lessons in turn. The first lesson asks, where is the Earth's water? Pupils will learn that fresh water only makes up a tiny proportion of the overall water on Earth, less than 3%. They'll then learn that the majority of this water is trapped and contained within glaciers and ice caps. A recap of the 3 different states of water will be provided, with useful links to science, before an overview of the water cycle which shows how water moves from liquid to gas as it moves around the world. The second lesson asks, why does it rain? Pupils will learn that water from the seas and ocean evaporates under the sun's rays and then cools over mountains, ready to fall as rain. Rain shadows will be set out, showing how this process affects plants and physical geography on a large scale. The third lesson asks, why do we have seasons? Pupils will learn about how seasons are different depending on the Earth's hemisphere. The Earth's tilted axis will then show that, depending on the time of year, different places receive either direct or indirect sunlight, causing hotter and cooler periods, which we categorise into the 4 seasons. The fourth lesson asks, what is the weather forecast? In this lesson, pupils will learn about a profession which draws heavily on geography, meteorology. Pupils will learn how we can use our knowledge of the Earth's processes combined with observational data to predict what the weather will be like in the short term. They'll then have the chance to read a weather forecast map and understand the symbols used. The fifth lesson asks, why is the weather in the UK so unpredictable? Pupils will learn how the UK's location on Earth means it's affected by a number of physical processes and systems. Air masses from both North Africa as well as the Arctic mean that the weather can swing wildly, sometimes in a short space of time. And the final lesson, lesson 6, asks pupils, why does it rain? Zoning in on perhaps the most important element of this unit, pupils will have the opportunity to consolidate their knowledge of the water cycle and weather patterns to answer this question in an extended answer. The planning sheet provided with prompts should help with this. We hope that you enjoy teaching this Pearson unit on water and weather, and that your students enjoy learning all about it. The video ends here.